now time for Big D Energy with four-time Stanley Cup champ Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl. Live on the Woodward Sports Network, 99.1 and 93.5 The Roar, the Woodward Sports app, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Let's talk some sports. It's Big D Energy.
Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network on a Monday. Neal Ruhl here with you. D-Mac here with you. Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter here with you. Oh, what a weekend it was. Also, we have Fish here in the booth. Fish, how was your weekend?
Hold on a sec. Before we start, Fish, and I want to love to hear it. I officially have said worst takes at Woodward Sports Network no longer go to Tom Mazaway of the Bottom Line. They go right into the audio booth, filling in for Sammy Flannel. Fish Kiwi, yeah, Fish, tell us about your weekend. And oh my gosh, you know what? Look at me right in the eye right now. I told you so. Don't ever challenge me in the sport of hockey again. How'd your Leafs do, bud?
I want to apologize. Good morning, everybody. I'm having a interesting morning. Neal Ruhl, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry that I, told you that the Leafs were going to win, and sorry to all the Lightning fans out there for not believing in your team. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions for a reason. D-Mac, sorry for not believing in your hockey knowledge.
No. That's not what you apologize for, Fish. You know what you do? You take that microphone and you look right in the camera and you say, I apologize for believing in the Toronto Maple Leafs. I apologize for thinking that Toronto could ever do anything in the playoffs, because you know what? They can't.
And I apologize because a 3-1 lead is like a 2-goal lead in hockey. It's the worst lead in games, and especially if you're the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we need you to redo your apology. So what do you apologize for again?
For believing in Toronto Maple Leafs.
No, you have
hockey.
to say it. You have to Toronto.
Toronto. Better? Toronto. Toronto,
but
and make sure you delineate it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, because Toronto is a great city.
Yes.
I love Toronto.
Oh, I do too.
Raptors, obviously, NBA champions. A lot of respect for the Blue Jays.
Yes, just the Leafs.
However,
it's just you get it, Fish. It's just the Leafs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what do you apologize for?
For believing in the whole area of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
There you go. Hey, you know what, Fish? Apology accepted.
I accept your apology, Fish. You know what? You'll tread a little bit lighter, but you know what?
And your wallet will be a little bit lighter because you owe me 2 coffees now.
That's fine.
But that's okay.
Okay.
So.
And I only drink iced coffee because
that's how you are.
That's how I am.
Now, do you want the silver lining though, Fish?
Sure.
You want the silver lining. And I can't believe I'm going to even do this.
By the way, I saw a lot of people saying fire their coach.
No. Okay, good. Great. Fire the coach. Fire their GM. Get rid of Shaney. Do whatever. No. Silver lining from Darren McCarty, 4-time Stanley Cup champion of the Toronto Maple Leafs and their fans. And this is the nicest thing that I'll ever say. Probably the only thing is I saw a different Toronto. I saw a different Austin Matthews.
That's why I wanted to believe in them.
Sam. I saw develop, not as it went on, but what I saw is how their fight went down. You should be proud as a Maple Leaf fan, even though you can't. No. They went down. Listen, Neal, I'm just saying, this is my thing. Put your money down, Toronto Maple Leafs Stanley Cup next year. I'm just saying that's the money I'm betting preseason. I'm saying that it's a different. You look at me like that. What do I know more than winning? I know losing to get to winning. I saw that moment in them. I'm just saying, you can mark it here.
You saw what you always see from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I saw
a first-round exit.
Stop. As it played out. I'm talking culture. I'm talking how I saw them go to. I used to see Toronto quit. Always quit. Implode. Eat each other. Right? Praying mantis. Turn on each other. Whatever. I didn't see it this time. I saw them go down together with the ship. You know who I saw do that with before it turned the table? Us. I'm not comparing them. They got to make some moves, whether it's a coach, whether it's putting Tavares on wing, whether it is getting a guy, but their goaltending wasn't the problem. Their top guys did step up. What they ran into, right, is a 2-time Stanley Cup champion that what did they get done? What did they do? Where did they rely on? Right? What do championship teams do? You're bottom 6. And it's a guy who hadn't scored in the playoffs, Paul. Been a bottom 6 guy.
Scored twice.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying, you laugh at that, but that's what great winning teams do.
I know, and more importantly, D-Mac, that's what the Toronto Maple Leafs do.
No.
That's what happened. That was a perfect cocktail of disaster. And hello, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in.
I'm just saying that what you saw there, if they don't Toronto from now on, I saw that rock bottom more than I have in the past, because this time they didn't quit.
D-Mac, you're my friend, and we've been friends for a long time. You're wrong.
I'm not.
I have a lot of respect for you. You're wrong.
Okay, Neal, here's the thing.
You've won 4 Stanley Cups in this game, but you're wrong.
Before I won, what did I do? I lost one. I got the most crushed in losing after winning 62 games in 96, never thinking I'd get back. That's what they needed. They're not as good as they think they are. They're top guys.
They're never as good as they think they are.
No. They're talented. But you don't understand, because what I saw, right, is things that people don't see about getting to the next level, right? And if Toronto is ever going to do that, what happened to them more so, that's what I see. So moving forward, that's the nicest thing I'll say. So next year when Toronto actually could do something or get out, I think this is the last time. Next year I would think that they're going to get out of the first round, or else that thing's just going to totally implode. Either way, bottom line, isn't it a great day to be a Red Wings fan? Aren't you much happier where you're at with your organization? Because where they're at is that next level. Yeah, their team's better than us, but they're on that next level of suck.
But they don't have the tools. They don't have the tools financially. See, when you dig a little bit deeper, $7 million in cap space ain't gonna fix what ails them.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's not.
So they got to move it around, and they're talent-wise. But what I'm saying is, their top guys, they're Marners, they're Rileys, they're Austin Matthews and stuff. You guys, hey, go ahead, all of yous. I just know. And you know what? I'm always going to be the last one sitting here laughing. So I'm just telling you right now. I'm just pulling it out there, Spence, a year early.
All right.
On our YouTube chat, to remember, you guys can get involved if you're watching on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and tap in there. Steve Brown, first to the party today. An upset. Do you believe in miracles? And then Steve Brown followed up, my Woodward life is complete. I be Dabber in. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Ha, ha, ha. Adam Baydoun says, I love Neal Ruhl. Not as much as I love Adam Baydoun. But, happy to have you all. And you guys are fired up to be here. Certainly we are as well. But what a weekend it was, between Toronto bowing out, the Detroit Tigers jumping back into the World Series mix. And now it's time, I think, to analyze the trade market before the trade deadline, see where this team fits in. Give me your thoughts. What move do you want to see the Tigers make at the trade deadline to really cement this push, this resurgence that we're seeing from the Detroit Tigers?
I told you on Friday this was going to happen. They'd win a series, and then everyone would be like, "Oh, Alaviu, I love you. Let me just squish your little face. Ooh, I love you, Alaviu. You're the best. Thanks for giving us all the trades. Austin Meadows, yay!"
Absolutely.
What else you want?
Yeah, absolutely. eFog3 says, "What's up, Neal?" Hey, what's up? They're back, baby. They are back. And look, I tried to tell you guys last week that this was going to happen. When Baltimore was going to come rolling into town and the Tigers were going to put it all behind them and circle the wagons and jump right back into the mix, D-Mac. And look where we are now. You guys were all doubters. You weren't believers, but here we are.
You know what? I had my druthers after going 1-4 at home against Oakland. But wow, did we ever get the bats going against Baltimore?
They are back.
OMG.
No, they are back. I was told they only have to win 66% of their games going into this homestand.
So they won 50.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they're 4-4.
Oh, they did. Okay, well, they're almost there.
We got some time. We can make it up. You know,
Yeah.
we're just gonna win a 76% clip now.
Okay. Oh, and they're going into Tampa
Yep.
tonight.
Oh yeah,
They are.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Right.
That should go well.
that should be It should be a very competitive series.
I mean, Tampa Bay, look, they're only 21-14 this year.
Yeah, that's not exceptional.
Yeah.
That's the 66%.
They're not even at 66%. They're only winning 60% of their games. I'm just saying, they're there for the taking. And as we revisit it, that sweep with the Orioles, because they were 9 games back of first, now they're 8.
Here's the question, though.
And I had to sweep a series to shave that one game off.
Here's a serious question. Did anybody turn on the basketball game? Or the basketball. Did anybody turn on the baseball games this weekend?
No.
Nope.
Anybody in the chat? Did you turn it on, or was it just a notification on your phone?
Let's do that real quick. Be honest.
It was all hockey.
I love these takes I always get when I tell you guys to be honest. You're always so forthright and open and honest about it. Did you watch any Tigers baseball this weekend?
Our guys are.
I know they
That's the other shows.
I know a couple of you went to the games on Friday. That doesn't count. That was a destination. So, no, that doesn't count. Did you take the time to turn it on the television? Because I'll be honest with you guys. It was the first weekend where it just didn't register for me. And I didn't think to keep up or anything.
I didn't even have scores on.
Actually, I think I watched one inning before the hockey game started yesterday, and they had the.
Well, that's allowed on a
Nobia.
flip,
Yeah.
on a flip through.
Yeah, it was just a quick skim.
But that count? Does that count as a watch? Because you flipped it on, even if it's for an inning or.
If you
2
watch an
pitches?
inning, that counts as a watch.
I think a flip counts as a watch.
Nah, it just gets in the way sometimes.
Like a flip and then hold the remote. Like don't press a button. Like that's a watch.
No, I'm not giving you
No,
that one.
that's
a check-in. That's not
a check-in.
Yeah, you
That's
check
a
the
fly-
score and
That's
you
a
move on.
flyby.
The away fan says, I just watched highlights. So, no.
That doesn't count.
Chuck Brewer says, nope, check the scores online.
There we go.
You know,
Aaron Tackett says, I watched them all. Wow. DMAP Zoom says no. So, right now, we're at 75%. My little informal. But let's take it to the streets. Be honest. Did you watch any Tigers baseball this weekend? Over 60 votes in 60 seconds. That's cool. No, 58%. Yes, 42%.
it's a little high.
Did you watch it at all, DMAC?
No.
Did you watch 1 second of it?
No,
Nor did I.
no. But I watched 2 innings of the ESPN baseball night last night.
Sunday Night Baseball.
Sunday Night Baseball.
You are Sunday Night Baseball
I
elite.
love Carl Ravitch. Oh.
I love Carl Ravitch too.
See?
I don't mind the
great.
bit for a couple innings here and there to see some of the big teams, to see real baseball teams play.
I miss
cool.
John Miller, and I am sounding
I
old
like
right
Shambi though.
Yeah,
I like the
Buchambi's good.
conversation.
Yeah, Buchambi's cool.
It's always great conversations. Like I think with baseball, because of the time frame and stuff, it's always interesting who's in there with the personality, because what conversations they can dig into.
NFL Draft Junkie says nope. Peaceful Tim says, what's up, fellas? Hashtag baseball is dead. So, I mean, there is that. Rack says, I had a little TV time this weekend. Only 2 things I tuned into were Detroit City FC and Toronto losing.
Detroit got a big win.
Yeah, I mean, they were
Saturday.
supposed to win that. Loudon United was struggling a
But
bit.
4-2 is a good win.
No, it was. It was fine. It was solid. 3 points, man. Survive and advance.
Do you worry about your defense giving up those 2 goals late?
No, I worry about them playing 5 matches in 14 days.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But
How are they injury wise?
it's not looking good, man. Lots of dings. It's 5 matches in 3 days, man. Or 5 matches in 14 days.
But that's then that's a lot usually.
Oh, for soccer, yeah.
Yeah. What is optimal? 2?
Look at it
2
this
or
way.
3?
The just real quick.
Optimal will be 1 every weekend.
Yeah, 1 a week.
That's optimal.
Here's the deal. Like in the U.S. Open Cup game on Tuesday,
Yes.
Maxi Rodriguez ran over 10 miles because they chart everything that you do. You got the monitors.
Yeah, they've got all the clips. And
ran over
bells
10
and
miles
whistles.
on Tuesday. Then they have another game
That happens when you play 120 minutes.
On Saturday. Yeah. It's insanity, man. But it is what it is. But a big win for Detroit City FC. They continue playing well and getting points. Dom Rivera says, Neal told me the season's over, so why would I watch? Dom, appreciate your patronage, my friend. And look, it's not... I will watch over the course of the summer. Like, I'll check in.
You'll pay attention.
I'll check in.
Schools pitching.
Yeah, if I'm sitting out on the deck having a gypsy and soda, got a fire going or whatever, I'll turn it on. Yeah. I won't, it'll be on in the background, like I'll have some music on or something like that, but I'll have it up on the TV. Not watching, but not watching.
Not eyeball watching, but if something
absolutely
goes on, you'll turn around and watch a replay.
100%. That's how I'll do it.
Hit, something like that. The only thing that you need is that you can't get in your living room. Well, if this is your living room, you can get there. What are I talking about? Well, you guys know, or you don't know. Now you know. We broadcast every day from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, all 168 of them, all throughout this great country. So it's great to be able to walk off here. If I got something to do, to go get a haircut, King's Treatment, and you can too. All of them open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. You walk in, you sign in, before you know it, boom, looking beautiful and clean. So get to your Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men anywhere near you. Why? It's wicked awesome. Big D Energy, Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, and Fish apologizing for believing in those Maple Leafs. Anyways, we'll be right back with Woodward Sports Network.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
Glad that we can finally start trying to get the stigma off of mental health that's been there for all these years.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. We are off and running on a Monday. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter. We got Fish here in the building. Sam Flannel will be back, midweek, right? Wednesday?
Yeah, we'll be back Wednesday. Hump Day.
Hump Day, that's right. He'll be rocking the flannel. He'll be on brand and on budget. Lady Jane's getting a lot of love. Scott Klingler, Lady Jane's, they are awesome. I'll be taking my sons through Lady Jane's later on this afternoon. As a matter
I will be
of fact.
walking over there. I have anybody in the lot in Michigan area tonight. The D-Max show, Slapstick Comedy Tour, will be rolling through there. My boy Cam Rowe and Chrissy Kinney. We're going to make some laughs tonight, 7 o'clock. So I will be going to get the hairs put in place too.
There you go. Be looking sharp and all of that. What a weekend it was, though. I mean, just in the drama, all the Game 7s that were lined up, everything that was going on. And we're going to get into the Maple Leafs and the Chris Paul comparisons because I feel as though there's a lot. But was this... And look, for a town that didn't have any really dog in the fight, I guess you would say, for all these Game 7s.
Fans had dog in the fight. They wanted the Leafs to lose.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's... I think that's across the board, like hate for the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
It's very Dallas Cowboys-esque, where people romanticize
because their fan
them.
bases are the same.
They are.
Bunch of pompous, America's greatest team, Canada's greatest hockey team. For what? You haven't won one in my lifetime.
1967.
You know what, Spencer?
Here's the thing. Be a difference. You want to make a difference? Be a difference.
Let's do it.
Grow up and be a difference. I grew up across the border and these dead wings sucked and hadn't done anything. Go be a part of it. Like that's all it is. Manifest your own reality. Garbage.
Let's do it. We got to get the crowd shots in and around Toronto. I was going to save this, but I can't take it anymore.
They were out there.
Here we go.
Yeah, they were out there.
there they are. Everybody, what they call it, Maple Leaf Square or whatever silly little terminology they had for the people that didn't have tickets that were around the arena watching. Look at those faces. I wish those faces were available in a drink, because I'd drink a case of it every single day of my life. Look at those faces. Just the dejection. And the funny thing is, especially that shot on the right, for those of you watching on the YouTube chat thread, the shock. Like, they were genuinely surprised that the Leafs lost this game. Like, we didn't all know they were going to lose this game. You know how I know? They've done it 5 times in a row. The only team in major sports to do it. Nobody loses a big game like the Toronto Maple Leafs. And their fans were surprised.
Yeah, because this was a new team.
They were surprised, D-Mac. You saw the looks on their faces. They were surprised.
Younger fan base. Just carries down.
Somebody's
got to change the narrative. And we're talking about first round. We're not even talking about winning.
I wasn't surprised. I was disappointed. Disappointed and angry.
Here's the difference. Whereas you see the polar opposite, where the same thing was going on with the Calgary game and outside of the fan base or whatever party and stuff like that, and the opposite reaction of them going ape crap last night after Johnny Gaudreau scored. So, but it makes sense. You know why? I played in Calgary. Good karma.
That is true. Jack Harrington, Leafs have not won a playoff series since 2004.
They haven't won a cup in 55 years
1967.
Yep. Absolutely. Oh, man. Clomp sauce, 10 straight losses in closeout games. Nobody loses a big game like the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nobody.
Say that again. 10 straight. Mm-hmm. That's tough to do.
And Maz, I said that they're one of the most overrated sports franchises in professional sport. And Maz said, how are they overrated? They hadn't won a cup since 1967. That's why.
Yeah.
Because people are still out there talking about them. And
it's like the Cowboys.
Yeah,
it seriously is like the Cowboys or whatever. Like you're owed what, because you retire everybody's jersey and they got like 80 of them in the rafters and stuff like that. They just think it's more of the, Canada's team, and you have to be. And we have this aura behind us, original six and all that stuff. But really, you haven't won anything. You've been to the finals once in 30 years, and like. We're talking right here. We're talking about close. You can't even get to the next step. This is like us talking about the Lions and winning a playoff game. You're still not even talking about winning a championship or raising the cup or getting whatever.
You're not even talking about winning a series. It's been almost 2 decades since they won a series. And I know they're original six, and I know the Hockey Hall of Fame's in Toronto. I know your ticket prices are expensive because everybody wants to go all the time, but you guys are the suckers.
I think
you guys are.
The conversation is what you said, right, Neal? The conversation is what you said. How's Toronto, right? If they were at the point, see, when Detroit gets to be where Toronto, and it's not about the losing, it's about having the talent, the Matthews, the Marners, the Rileys, having that core talent here in Detroit, right? You look into your war chest, why I always ask you, draft picks, salary cap, right? Steve Yzerman will still be in great shape as long as he continues to go the way he is. Toronto's got to mix things up and whatever. Now one of the questions is this one of those things where Austin Matthews goes, all right, I'm done. It's time to go somewhere else and try to make it happen. These are the questions. Time to what?
Time to go to Detroit.
Well, these are the questions to be asked. And you know what? Like, it's really too early to speculate that, but you got to wonder, because this is what guys are doing. This is the time. This next week or whatever, like, guys, like, nobody's sober right now. Off a Saturday night, like, you're just trying to crush your brain. But then some big decisions are going to have to be made.
2 seasons left on Austin Matthews' deal. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, too.
It's time for Stevie Y to swoop on in with that $50 million in cap space.
That would be beautiful. I mean, you
and
can get a 50 goal scorer. Those don't come around every day.
60 goal. That's a guy you drop that on.
Yeah.
At his age or whatever, like, you don't.
He'll be 27.
You don't even think about it. You just. He's one of the few names, and it's almost for what you need. you're getting one of the top 3 offensive guys, and his game has evolved on both ends. Like, that's the one thing, I guess, what I saw, Neal, to get to my point, is their big guns showed up, and they still lost.
Because it's Toronto. It always ends like that.
Or it's Tampa.
No, it's Toronto.
Okay.
We have empirical data that suggests it's Toronto, and we've been talking about it.
But here's the whole thing, right? The perfect combination is it had to be Tampa to be able to take out Toronto, because the recipe at the end, they needed just that experience.
It was a perfect cocktail.
And here's the thing, what it goes back to, and this is the epitome of it, right? And I owe Mike Smith an apology for getting it done. I will apologize, but at the end of the day, it starts in goal. And when you have Andrei Vasilevsky, who's the best goalie in the league,
then you got a trump card. That's it.
And he hammers that trump card
every single time. Cody Engel, those Maple Leafs fans have the same look of Wings fans when we were down 5 goals in the first period. Yeah, but I mean the stakes, right? It's the stakes. They're nowhere near the same. Bradley K, ha, absolutely love it. Did you see that the Maple Leafs fans were fighting each other after the game in the arena?
Yeah,
were they really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was a massive fight after they were just livid and angry. I saw that.
Yeah, they were going after some dude.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise. I was expecting that, honestly. I was like, someone's gonna die. And they got.
What's that tell you? What's that tell you? That tells you everything.
It tells me
that
they're
fighting
Toronto.
the Tampa fans, fighting each other.
Yeah,
praying mantis. They're all praying mantis.
They both were wearing Leafs jerseys. You could tell they
one
were
was
Leaf
home,
fans.
one was away, one was Matthews, one was Tavares, and they were blaming each other. It was your fault, your fault. Marner's jersey was in the middle, and somebody swatted him, and then Wendell Clark got mad. The Wendell Clark jersey came out of the stand. Then Ty Domi jersey came out, and then it was on.
Lions Rumble says Matthew needs help. Get him and Connor McDavid. Yeah, do that, Stevie Y. Get him on the phone, D-Mac. I'll say, hey, Stevie, look, Neal Ruhl here, Big D Energy. Little suggestion for you, all right? Now, I don't know a lot about your world, being a hockey GM and stuff like that, but if it were me, Stevie, here's what I would do. I would get Austin Matthews, and I would get Connor McDavid. That would be a good start for me. That's what I would do. Next time you talk to him, D-Mac, can you pass that along?
I will.
Okay, thank you.
Just give him a suggestion. Maybe you want to sign the best 2 players in the league.
Steve. Neal's wish list.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid, number 1. Then go get Austin Matthews.
Okay.
And then,
is it important to get McDavid first, or if you have to get Matthews?
we have to get McDavid first.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if Toronto was saying, "Hey, here's Matthews," and Stevie, in your plan, it's like,
here's the deal.
No, not unless McDavid.
So you get those 2, right? And then we start the Nathan McKinnon plan.
Yeah.
And we go get Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah.
Isn't it too many? Isn't that just 10,000 horsepower? Isn't that just too much horsepower?
No, you have 3 lines.
No, on the one line.
They spread it out
together.
Could you imagine that?
Spread it out. Just tell Stevie I said that, man.
Okay, I will.
That's like the Malkin Ovechkin Datsyuk line from the Russian Olympic team.
Now, would you have enough cap space for both those guys?
Oh, let me see. What are we looking at? 2024. So that's when Austin Matthews is a free agent, because I think Austin Matthews has one of those no movement clauses, and I'm not as familiar with those. That's kind of like a new thing that I saw.
That's like a pick your spot. Pick your destination.
Yeah. So, possibly. I mean, I don't know. Let's take a look real quick and see. So we'd be looking at the 23-24 season, just as far as signing Austin Matthews as a free agent, because I don't think you have the fire. No organization has the firepower to make a trade for both of those. Estimated cap space, $63.5 million.
But you could get one and then a really, 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 really good player too.
And you have Verana. That accounts for Verana on that team.
Wow.
Now you'd have to prepare for this though. Dylan Larkin would be a casualty. They can't all fit.
Down the road, baby, stepping down the road. Most important thing, I know this. I think Chris Draper's on his way over to Europe to do some scouting.
Here's something
He's
though
got
too.
The biggest job,
and it always comes back to this. So this little fantasy game that we're playing right now, where My plan to go sign to go sign Austin Matthews, and we'll get Connor McDavid. So I give you that the Red Wings in 2023-24 have $63 million in cap space. That's with Verana signed. Lucas Raymond and Mo Sider are about $900,000 each that year. See, old Neal Ruhl will get it done for Steve. That year they are. Yeah, 2 years from now.
Holy, your pants are swelling. The pants got a little tighter.
If you just get Stevie on the phone right now, I want to go over this plan. Can we do it on the air?
Can we wait till after the draft?
Can we do it on the air?
Can we wait till after he gets his new coach?
All right. Hey, time got away from me. My apologies.
No, but how could it not? We are spitballing.
What about Neal Ruhl, special assistant to the general manager, Steve Yzerman, cap specialist?
Oh, I know. Ryan Martin's moved on. He does need cap specialist stuff like this. Neal, you're right. Detroit Red Wings will win a first-round series before the Leafs.
100%.
100%.
They will.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, look. The summer of Citron is here, and if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs player, you got tee times lined up, but you booked them last week because you knew what was going to happen. So if you're out on the golf course this summer, say you play for the Toronto Maple Leafs, crack open a Citron. That's right, refreshing, good taste, the ultra-premium energy beverages. Now Citron, available at Kroger. Next time you're out grocery shopping, give it a spin. They got them on sale, 2 for $4. We had somebody send us a picture of the display at the Kroger. Citron, the new energy drink for the active lifestyle. Summer of Citron, everybody. Official partners with the Detroit Red Wings, the Detroit Pistons, Detroit City FC as well. Drink it, live it with Citron.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag out. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Neal Ruhl here for Wing Snob. Let me tell you about the fresh, juicy, hormone-free chicken. Wing Snob, the best traditional wings in the game. The brilliant signature sauces, the Jamaican jerk, the lemon pepper. The wings are tossed to perfection in any sauce you choose. When the wings are this good, you're allowed to be a snob. It's getting ready to be lunch, so order online at wingsnob.com. Just like the Toronto Maple Leafs, Wing Snob. We just have better wings.
I can't get out of the first round.
Wing Snob always gets out of the first round.
Oh, yes, they do.
There is no doubt about that. Rolling on here, Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Spencer Fish here in the building as well. Most importantly, all of you are here also. Steve says sugar-free Citron is great. I like getting everybody's reactions. Everyone's reactions to the advertisers, stuff like that. That's pretty cool of you guys, man. Appreciate you guys checking out the products. NFL Draft Junkie. Yeah, Neal, you're Stevie's next assistant. Remember, he likes his coffee light and sweet. I'll be above that, NFL Draft Junkie. I'll be in there crunching these numbers that I'm talking about. I'll be in there
and telling them, saying, well, Steve, I think you can do that because you have up to the 23-24 season, you have Mo Sider, Lucas Raymond, and Jacob Verana for $7 million.
I think we can
Steve,
do this.
Go ahead. Yes.
You have my blessings, Steve.
Yes, because you've done that.
Not that you need it.
To that way, though, but Neal, because and we always say that the draft capital, the salary cap and stuff like this, but when you really let that permeate and situate about how we're putting this organization together, it's because you're going to really be able to in a few years, if that guy is out there and his name doesn't matter if it is the best of the best, the conversation can be legitimate. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's the fire. The firepower's there.
The firepower is there, right? And with what's going on as far as the next big thing, obviously, that I expect is a new coach to be named before the draft, right? Which you have a month away or so, like that, a little over a month. But you see how it's being put together, and you make it more apparent when we talk all the time, because Neal will sit here and go, "Oh, do you know he makes this? Do you know that puts this? You know that these three guys make this? Do you know that these guys will be making this? Oh, this guy when he comes here." Other teams don't have that luxury, and now it's going to be to the point of the Maple Leafs. Yeah, they can't bring the same team back. They're going to have to move guys around. It's not Matthews they're going to move or Marner, but it's a guy like a Nylander. It's the second and third line guys. It's the guys that are making the middle money. So not just them, other teams are going to have to make these tough choices too.
Man, it just rolled up on me. Somebody said they had Wing Snob over the weekend. They said it was pretty good. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, you guys are awesome.
It is. Every time you eat it, you get a big sigh.
Rack says Neal's talking to Stevie like my guy Easy just texted me live from Sweden with the next big thing. Is Easy? Can we confirm?
Still there? No wonder he hasn't even seen him around, dude. He can't get back. Just too many scoops. He's shacked up with the King and Queen of Sweden over there.
Yeah. Chuck says Neal won't think ahead and he'll have to trade away our youth because we have no room to re-sign our players. I'm all about cap room. See, I wouldn't. All right, I'll give you guys this. Here's what you would never see if Neal Ruhl was your assistant GM. Like we're ha-ha and he-he-ing about the cap space and stuff like that. That same year, in 23-24, we still are paying Justin Abdelkader $1.05 million that year. We would never have that under Neal Ruhl. Never, ever, ever. Still paying Justin Abdelkader. Nice guy, I'm sure. But
isn't that one of those deals that when we're talking about Stevie had to clean up Uncle Kenny's mess before he came in, and so the
deference, that's not Stevie's fault.
No, not at all. But that's the thing that correcting in the long run that's something to see, is that what are the things on the books, because sometimes people don't remember, and I always go back to the Bobby Bonilla, New York Mets. Denise deferred contract where he's getting paid for 20 years after.
Right.
Well, if that goes against your salary cap, and it's sort of a hidden expense, right?
Yeah. That goes on to the 2024-25 season as well. You'll also be giving Justin Abdelkader $1 million of your cap space that year. And all the way into 25-26, you'll be doing it then as well. Like, these are the things. And you know what? We're having a good time, and we're laughing at Toronto and stuff like that, and it's funny.
Wait.
But
let's do it again.
Toronto.
Toronto. Good day to be good day to be a Wings fan.
No, but that's like, we're laughing about it and stuff like that, and it is funny. But I always come back to this, guys, and I always will. You're paying Justin Abdelkader $1 million of your cap until 2025-26. That's how long-lasting the damage is from Ken Holland's departure. Those are the views of Neal Ruhl. And it's not even the views of Neal Ruhl. It's math. It's math, and it's right here on the screen. You can say, again, well, how can you hate on the guy? The guy got results. There's banners in the building to prove it. But on the way out, he set fire to the salary situation. He did. Franz Nielsen, $36 million. That's it. And, got to bring it up. It was ha-ha, he-he. Those are the scenarios, but we get into it. Last night, what the hell happened to the Phoenix Suns last night?
What happened to the NBA yesterday?
It was a smash fest yesterday.
2 blowouts.
Oh.
Chris Paul.
That was embarrassing.
Tell me again how Chris Paul is on the same level as Isaiah Thomas, people. Tell me again. Go ahead. Let me sit up in my chair. Tell me more about it. Chris Paul, the first player ever to blow 5 2-0 leads in a best-of-7 series. He's also the only player ever to blow 4 2-0 leads. And I get it. He's not the only guy on the floor. I get it. And my beef, I guess, isn't with that so much as it is. And you guys know, we read them.
Yep.
You guys know, we read them on this show. People sent it in and telling me about how Chris Paul is on the level of Isaiah Thomas. Never send that to this show. Do yourself a favor. Never put anything like that on social media again. I think it's safe to retire that from history.
The Suns scored 27 points in the first half. Luka Doncic scored 27 points in the first half. The combination of Ayton, Paul, and Booker were 1 for 13 in the first half. Chris Paul didn't have his first field goal until 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the third quarter. This is a game 7. You're the number 1 seed in the West. How can you let that happen? How can that happen? I don't understand it. That was the worst performance by an NBA team I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mickey Lum Phelps says CP3 choke job.
Yes.
What about it, D-Mac? I mean, and you touched on it earlier. You guys went through this to some degree, where you have to get over that mountain. Why is that mountain so hard to get over? And here's you tell me. This is just the common fan perspective. You say, oh, you're close, Neal. Oh, you're full of crap, Neal, whatever. I think that the line is a lot thinner than we think it is. You know, where you had your Red Wings team that was uber talented, maybe the most talented hockey team of all time. That line is still thin where you stack up 1v1 against Colorado. That line is thin. And most times, whoever gets a break or gets a call, that's what's going to put them over the top. That's my suspicion of it. So you tell me.
The three imperative things, right? Goaltending, health, and then the bounce, right? Today we could be talking about putting yourself in the position because we're talking game 7s here, and I don't care what sport. So it's who can rise to that occasion, who can step up and do it at the most opportune moment. A lot of times in the NHL playoffs, we're talking about the unsung hero, the guy that you wouldn't expect to make that play at the moment. You're looking at one of them coming up on 25 years since the 97 Cup clinching goal that I beat one guy one-on-one my whole career, right? Beat one time, it's all timing. So what it is, any of these games can go either way. It's it's a finer line than that, so it's the resilience of not being denied. It's like in life, right? Are you one of these... I don't know what it is. I think it's more the collective that everything has to be together. Not only those things about your goaltending and your health and getting the call and being in the right place at the right time, but it's the perfect storm where you need the bounce or the resiliency.
Max Mayer.
Everything's it's such a narrative and it's such a fine line.
Max Mayer on the YouTube chat thread says they're a good regular season team, but don't have the mentality to win the game at its highest level. Is that true?
Can you go to the next level of no matter what it takes down the line to 20 guys to not think that if the next play is go through that glass and you got 20 guys that just turn and go through the glass, that's on the same page. If you have 18 and you have 2 that aren't committed, I mean, maybe that's a bad analogy, but you have guys that are so committed to the process of the game plan or whatever that nothing else around them matters, that this is the only thing. And sometimes the distraction or the letdown or that moment, and they say moment of clarity, or that moment of lapse, right, is when you see it. So what changes the difference? Why are different people, when the lights get brighter, to be able to step up? And I think that...
Because the lights are bright all the time, man. You're in the league.
So what explains the fact that is it something that when you put a collective together that just won't be denied, that you can exert your will? Like you won't be denied. To me, Neal, here's the thing. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired, so there's only one other way out. There's no other option, right? When you're learning how to do it, like for us, you lose in the hard ways. You win the President's Trophy, you lose in the first round, then you lose in the Cup Finals, and that still doesn't, because you're young. To other guys on the team, it's like, oh my God. Like Dino Ciccarelli, who's near the end of his career, it's like, oh my, I'll never get another chance. For us, it's like, we're a good team. Then you set a league record, and then you lose to Colorado, and you realize, oh my God, we may never get there, and you have that fear. So is it fight or flight? And if you have enough fight, everybody's got to be on the same page. Then it goes down to coaching, and it goes down to decisions. How many times do you see it where if it's the NBA that it's a timeout or it's a play at the end, and they execute the play and they get the shot off that they want, and you can't defend it? How many times in hockey do they get the the right change, the wrong change, the bad matchup, right? You get a McDavid out on the ice against a line that isn't checking him, and then they take advantage. I don't know what it is. I think it's more of the collective believing in each other. That's what we say with the Tampa Bay Lightning and back-to-back Stanley Cups. There's an experience and a confidence that doesn't need to be said, that they know that each to every one of them that was there, what they're going to do when it comes down to crunch time. And then you trust that you've nurtured the younger guys of what the way it is and the culture is. Hence how in a Game 7, you got a guy like Paul, who hasn't had a goal in the series, come up with 2 goals. We were victims of that with the Max Talbot in Game 7 of the 2009 playoff. You know what I'm saying? So it's such a fun, Neal, it's even finer line than you think it is.
No,
because
I see
we could
that.
be here today, right, talking about Toronto and me having to apologize to Fish, you know, but
we're not.
But that's not reality.
Instead, you're going to tell them about Guardian Alarm.
You know what, Toronto fans, I'm going to do this for you too, because you know what, no matter how tough it is, Guardian Alarm, they get it. They will even keep you safe and give you peace of mind. Oh, because you're not going to have peace of mind for a long, long time. So whether you're at home, on the road, or even outside crying in your tears, you can have Guardian Alarm, but I need you to call. Now, you can call from Canada. It doesn't matter because it's an 800 number. So call 1-800. That's 1-800. Fish, I need you to yell this to all. No, Fish, to all the Toronto Maple Leafs and Maple Leaf players that let you down for believing, right? Tell them to call 1-800.
Stay out, Leaf fans and Leaf players. Stay out of my life. Get out. I don't want to hear anymore. You guys suck. You guys are a terrible franchise. Go to hell. Bye.
That was a little harsh, Fish. But anyways, Guardian Alarm, they will keep people like Fish out. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, proud partners of the Detroit Pistons, and exclusively served at Little Caesars Arena. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and great taste, Cintron is your top choice.
Neal Ruhl here for Chili Peppers Tanning, celebrating 20 years of sunshine and vitamin D. Join Big D Energy's Darren McCarty, that guy, and me, Neal Ruhl, on May 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Troy location on John R. for the 20th anniversary of Chili Peppers Tanning, including a grand prize contest to win $20,000. Get it? 20th anniversary, $20K. Lines up, doesn't it? Get on your tan at any of their 26 locations all month long. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning as well. It's Chili Peppers Tanning.
Chili Peppers Tan.
Just plug it away here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty. AC says, bro, it's a basketball topic, not hockey. WTF. No, because AC, it's a Game 7 topic because I think that's like the overriding thing.
And here's the whole thing. Right?
There are similarities.
My name is Luca. And I am all of that. So where is it to the opposite where we say about these guys, did they choke or whatever? Or is it the other side where greatness personified supersedes?
And we saw it with Connor McDavid where he said enough.
Dude, was that the McDirtiest 2-0 game, 1-0, you know, and he's been all over the series, but the individual effort, a 1-on-3 or 4.
He was not going to be denied, period.
No, yeah, and you could see that. So that
Luka Doncic was not going to be denied.
Luka Doncic and Connor McDavid resembled the same Game 7 mentality about they're not going to be denied the other night. Johnny Gaudreau, who scored the overtime winner. And if you watch that Calgary game last night, he had 5 times where he had his head in his hands because Ottinger, the goalie for Dallas. But to say the resilience, that's the difference. Not taking one chance and keep going. The best of the best, what they do, Neal, is that, yeah, you got me, but I'm getting my chances. I'm going. What we saw from Luka, right, is what you would always expect that Chris Paul to do or the Maple Leafs to sort of do. Control their own destiny, but absolutely not. That's what, holy cow. Was that not one of the most impressive? There's a lot of impressive performances all over sports this weekend, but Luka Doncic in Game 7 against that Suns team.
It was Luka 27, Suns 27 at halftime.
So talk to me, Goose, about how, it blows my mind watching that it's not supposed to happen, but yet it is happening, but yet he has full control of everything out there. Do you know what I'm saying?
But here's the deal too, D-Mac, and you've heard me say this before, more so with basketball than hockey. Give me the best player on the floor, and I'll take my chances. And through all the love affair with Devin Booker and Chris Paul, and I'm guilty of it, I like Devin Booker a lot. I do. I'm a big fan of Devin Booker. Not so much Chris Paul, but I like Devin Booker. Luka Doncic is the best player on the floor in that series, man.
Oh, for sure.
That's not a debate.
There's not a lot of series where he isn't the best player on the floor.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Here's what it is. And I talked to Braylon Edwards on Sunday, just a casual little Sunday conversation, and he brought up a great point. And you look at Jokic, and I think there's a deeper thing to be had, but about American sports. We'll save that for the summer. I got some good stuff on that we'll get to. He posed a question to me, and he may talk about it during a show, but I'm taking it, Braylon, so damn it. But you can do it on your show, too. He said, when's the next time we're going to see an American player the MVP of the NBA? It's going to be a long time.
At least 5 years, if not more.
It's going to be a long time. Because Luka, to quote Ric Flair, Luka is here on your doorstep.
But here's the one thing: is it because they're not there to the level, or is it because of the dominance of the two guys that you mentioned, in Doncic and Jokic?
And Giannis.
Is it and Giannis? Yes. Is it because of the great three? So, but again, like you said, the NBA, that's more made for the individual to take over the game, for the best player to be the dominant best player, but that's sort of what we expect year after year, isn't it? Best, we've seen it with LeBron, we saw it with Jordan, we saw it with these guys that come. I think the exciting part is it shows you, when you take a 30,000-foot view of it, is how even more global the NBA is, even more so. When we do that, knock down rosters to what they were 20 years ago, 40 years ago. It's not even close.
Nap God says hockey is mid AF. I like that term, mid.
Mid is good.
It is good. It's really good.
It's overused. People
you think so? You think it jumped the shark already?
Yeah, I really think so.
My son gets mad when I say it because I'll drop it on him just to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'll say, which one of your friends is the most mid? Shut up, Dad.
People are going.
It's because of the way it's officiated. It is not my game. My game wasn't mid.
AC says hockey is boring. Sorry. Well, that's the challenge I have, though. AC is I got to intertwine them and put it under the umbrella of a Game 7.
You know why hockey is boring to these guys? Because they didn't grow up watching it, so they can't watch it on TV.
I love hockey. It's a great sport.
Go to a live game. Yeah. Whatever you have to.
Yeah, we've had that discussion.
To watch the game, you have to be trained. Like for all of us that grew up watching the game or whatever, it's easy to watch a game on TV. But I can understand it to the people that I've had this conversation so many times. Oh, it's boring. It's just to follow. Man, half the time this year, if you had to listen to half the announcing crew, no wonder you'd turn it off, right? So the whole thing is get to a live game, and then come back to me how boring it is.
Oh yeah.
But. You know, the way that I'll give it credit because you saw it if you watched and I pay more attention. But in these Game 7s, the refs let guys play.
Yeah.
I counted 10 penalties in the Calgary Dallas game last night that could have gone both ways that they didn't call. And that, as a player, that's what you want.
Cody Ingalls says international style of basketball is what the NBA's been going towards. That's why international
guys.
That's
what the NHL's going towards,
too.
That's
what's because it's a more attractive brand, dude.
Well,
it just is.
Then make the ice bigger.
Right. Oh, you mean the international size?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I agree. I've been saying that since the 90s.
Game. They're both international.
Yeah, I've been saying that since the 90s. I'm sorry, D-Mac.
No, I played junior in Belleville on the Olympic size ice.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me. I couldn't skate, so you throw the kid who can't swim into the ocean. Figured it out.
If they would have done that under my direction, D-Mac, it might have hindered your playing career, or no?
It might have. might have had to. I might have been in. There you go, Neal. Maybe I would have been in wrestling a lot earlier.
Yeah, so there you have it. But no, it's Cody brings up a point though, and I wonder about. Again, this goes into the summertime topic we'll do. I wonder about our youth system, youth sports.
Yeah,
I mean
basketball, soccer.
Because soccer is a huge youth sport. Like huge, but once you get to what?
Well,
12,
if you
13,
can
14?
if you can afford to pay for it to play, yes, it's huge.
Same with hockey. I could never, like my family couldn't afford to play hockey growing up. I couldn't play hockey. I would play, in the tennis courts.
Yeah, in the street.
In the street, grab some rollerblades. But I never played ice. I played ice hockey once. Filled in with a beer league team for my friend in East Lansing. I played goalie. I said I was going for the swipe glove save every time.
Every time.
I said I'm going swipe glove save. They got 3 past me, but we won 5-3. So.
Do you ever wonder that though? Right? It's the old Southern New Hampshire University that talent is distributed evenly, opportunity isn't.
Yeah.
Like how many people in the multiverse or whatever never because somebody grew up where there was no ice, but they could have been the best hockey player. I just wanted that that little side note. That's where my brain goes. But it's just like who. So when you do find the greatest of the greats that find their calling, it is pretty amazing. So what I'm saying is, gosh, Spence. I should be petitioning you for the Hall of Fame instead of Ozzy. Yeah. You could have been that guy.
Could have been that guy. We'll never know. Duke Nukem says Isaiah Thomas would have died before giving away a Game 7, and I think that kind of indirectly moves into my point about youth sports.
I think we all agree with that statement, even though that's like a heavy statement to say he would have died, but no.
No, he would have.
He would have.
I honestly believe that.
I honestly believe that is not out of context.
And that, again, I'll do, old guy yells at clouds. But now, I mean, that's what it is, though, right? Like with the AAU and then the college scene, you look at a guy like Nikola Jokic from Serbia who comes over and certainly plays with a different edge than, say, Anthony Davis does.
Even a Luka Doncic. He started playing for Real Madrid at 16 basketball.
Right.
Joel Embiid.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? And I think that mentality shows.
It's different because culturally...
I know, and we're in different times. I understand that.
But culturally, it's different.
But when you get to a level where the line is as thin as it's ever been, like we just talked about, when the line is so thin, what's one of those factors that can put you over the top? The dog.
The dog.
The dog in you.
You need the dog. The dog will only get you. You need the dog in life no matter what. You can be the nicest person, but it's just that will to succeed. Chad speaks about it. The one thing about Chad Johnson, our fearless leader here, that we see eye to eye is that him and I are the same way. Is like, so you're telling me if I want to do that, then I gotta eat my way through that cement wall? Okay, might take me a minute, but there's no question that you gave me a task to accomplish. I'm going to accomplish it to get where I need to be. That's the dog that you need, whatever it takes.
100%. Hey, guys, the Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. They brought back the classic breakfast items, the strawberry French toast, the strawberry hotcakes. If you're watching our YouTube channel, you see it up there, the strawberry waffle. Strong to quite strong. If you're not a big breakfast person, say you're like Spencer Rackster, you roll in the rack, you roll out of the rack about noon, you pull up on them for lunchtime, they got you covered. Strawberry, bacon, chicken wrap, the crispy chicken wrap, nacho wrap, or a strawberry salad. The perfect recipe for springtime. If you're going to eat, You know you got to have dessert. They got you covered with that, too. The Berry Delicious Strawberry Pie is only $1.99 with a purchase of $7.99 or more at your participating Big Boy locations. Strawberry Fest, y'all. Big Boy, Detroit institution.
At Wingsnob, staying humble's not our forte. We just have better wings. We're back at it again with our crispy golden brown fries and our famous boneless wings. Juicy, tender, hormone-free chicken. Your favorite signature sauces with no bone. Just when you thought Wingsnob couldn't get any better. Order online at wingsnob.com today. Wingsnob. We just have better wings.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
A lot of good people here. I think we definitely got the right people in place to start winning some ball games, and even all the players, it's a great vibe here right now, and I can't wait till all the vets get here and we all start getting after it as a team.
Yesterday was day 2 Detroit Lions rookie mini camp at Allen Park. The energy was electric, the atmosphere pretty positive, and the rookies were all smiles, and they had a lot to say. One guy in particular, that second overall draft pick, Aiden Hutchinson. You got to get back in football shape for sure. Out here, I was sucking some wind a little bit, but we're getting back into it. It's only May, so feeling good, but definitely got to keep working. It's what I expected going into a mini camp. We're definitely hitting it a little harder than I feel like other teams are. We're running. That's all for now. The next time the Lions have me at Allen Park, I'm going to go ahead and bring you the latest sounds and clips of what's going on with your Detroit Lions. This is Corey Woods, the Woodward Sports Network. Check you guys next time.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, second hour of the show. Our guy Corey Woods bringing you up to date with everything that's going on around Lions rookie mini camp. Day number 2 in the books. And I'll tell you what, D-Mac, Aiden Hutchinson going to wear the number 97. He's picking up some steam, man. Is he the face of this Lions franchise right now?
Well, I think I don't know, is he the face? Yeah, he's the most recognizable, being, the second overall pick and stuff like that. But I think that in the best case scenario, the faces of this Lions team, it's not one guy to hang your hat around. It'll be faces, and it's all the youth. All the youth that they combined. And what I'm looking forward to, right, is where you usually see in football, there's the quarterback and the running back and the receiver, whatever. I'm looking to see the intertwinement of not only the Aiden Hutchinsons, you know what I'm saying, but the Amon-Ra St. Browns, the Jameson Williams, all the offense, defense together, special teams, you know what I'm saying, that they're a team. So is he one of the most recognizable? Is he one with probably some of the most pressure going into this season? Yes. But I think just as this Lions need to play as a team to come together, we're going to be talking about the faces of this Young's Lion team instead of this one guy. That's what I'd like. When you see the young faces of 5 guys, the Penei Sewells, the Amon-Ra St. Browns, the Williams, the Hutchinsons, there's your faces. You notice put Hawk in there too. Put a Kuda in there. Get a Kuda back, and then there's your faces. And you look down and go, okay, look and see what I have. So, the spotlight's on him. Second overall pick.
Careful.
Supposed to be. But the spotlight,
careful.
You already said. What do you mean? What am I careful of?
I don't know. I was told you can't have expectations.
No. Did you not say number 2 over? What are you talking about? He signed his contract. I thought we could talk about it now.
No, I was told we can't. We can't have expectations.
I thought once he signed his contract, we could have expectations.
No, you can't have any expectations.
I thought he was just a college kid. Now he's a Lion. Is he a pro? Can we talk about pros now or no?
No, because he's still a rookie, D-Mac.
No. But he signed but I thought we couldn't talk about him because he was a college guy. But now that he's signed, now he's a Lion, not a thing. So the expectations of a 2 overall, no matter who it is, the fact that he's Aiden Hutchinson from the University of Michigan, wearing 97 like he did in Michigan, big freaking deal. Go out. What I like to hear is the kid tells you how he feels. Most professionals wouldn't tell you, man, I'm bagged. I got winded out there. I had to get back in football shape and stuff like this. I feel you. So faces. Okay, there's 5 of them. Could he be in the front? Yeah, but he's faces, and I don't need to be careful because he needs to produce with his teammates. But he can't do it alone. That's what I'm saying. So the faces will help him. It'll be faces to be successful. If it's a face, they're not successful.
An obnoxious amount of 97 jerseys in that stadium next year. And I think the entire city of Ann Arbor is going to buy one. And, I mean, I hope he does great. I can't wait to see him out there.
But yeah, obviously, everyone hopes he does well.
Can't wait to see him out there.
See, that was the thing that I got from people, too. They're like, so you're going to go against the Lions because you want Nate Hutchinson to fail? No, he's a Lion now. See, this is the difference with me. He's not a Michigan guy anymore.
Yeah.
He's a Lion. He's a Detroit Lion now. I don't care about that stuff. The same way that all these Michigan fans love and celebrate Chris Spielman.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter where they went to school. Once you sign on that dotted line, all that stuff's out the window, man.
Yep.
It is. That's just the way that it is. Like, go sack the quarterback for the Detroit Lions, and I'll be happy. That's it, man. Show us. Like, Rick Ross said it best, man.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
Got to see it.
Show us. Yeah, absolutely, Rose. You got to show us. Joseph Austin.
Show us.
Joseph Austin. I was told. J.D. Smith 31111. I was told. AC Neal is banned from Ann Arbor. Joseph Austin. Hutch was the right pick. We gonna see?
Ann Arbor's overrated, anyways. We can go through East Lansing.
Pull up on East Lansing.
That's where the real parties are at.
They don't like me there either.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm making a lot of enemies around town.
Neal
anyway.
You're
not like Dan Dankich. Like, I'm sure you won't catch that
I probably slot right under him.
Okay.
Well, they were mad because I said Michigan State can't get recruits on Georgia's level.
Yeah, I mean, we know that.
Well, they were like, well, Mel Tucker recruited everybody to Georgia.
To Georgia.
Yes, I know.
Because that's Georgia.
Also, did you hear about the NIL stuff?
Yeah.
They're trying to set a cap on that.
I know. I think we need to catch up with somebody later this week.
Yeah.
I'll go through the contacts and see who we want to. Yeah, see who we want to bring in.
I mean, that was kind of expected.
How? Then it's not a free market.
It's not. Just the way they did it is kind of how it's expected. Where there's all this clamor of what are they going to do? What are they going to do? And what does the NCAA? What do they always do? They just make a stupid parent move. You know what I mean? And because I said so. That right? Is this not it doesn't. It goes against everything that NIL is about, or what they initially offered it as, Neal, doesn't it? Like as a free market, what they're saying now is, oh well, we weren't prepared, and we're just gonna peel it on back.
Yeah,
like,
it's really weird because nobody's talking about rolling back. You know the bonus that Kirk Ferentz gets, the head coach of Iowa, for getting 6 wins. Non-Division I wins count, by the way, towards those 6 wins. He's got an automatic kicker in his contract. Nobody's talking about eliminating that, right? Nobody's capping that.
Dead silence.
10 times kicker. What?
The shoe deals that the basketball coach. Nobody's talking about capping that. Are they? They're not.
Nope.
What? Oh wait, I know they're going to cap the bonuses that athletic directors get, right?
Dead silence.
No.
Nope.
So what does it always go back to? The kids, the students, whatever you're.
They just don't want to pay. It's God. It's so disgusting that they're just so, hateful that these kids are getting paid. Like, come on, they're making you all the money. Like, give them some money.
Your salary's not going down.
Yeah, you're probably getting paid more. Like, come on.
The more you win, the more you get.
Yeah.
But it all goes back to this, you guys. And DMAC, what I always say, it's not even about the money. It's about the control.
It's the power.
People love the control. They love the power more than the money.
I think more so when we're dealing with college sports.
1,000,000%.
It's the biggest, even more so than we can talk about the NFL. But the NFL is a money-making business. Yes, there's a power to it, but the power in the NFL, to me, Neal, is the dollar. Right? The fact that it just turns over dollar and dollar, right? So they're not into. Goodell knows the NFL is a big monolith like the Republic and Star Wars, but because it's that next level down, I guess. And the money's so ridiculous, but the money's so hidden, right? The money is so, like, you got to bring all this up. Nobody's bringing up all these athletic directors, or you go to university.
Or
this is what
how
everybody
about
makes.
this? Here's a good one, too, that nobody ever talks about. This is great. You'll love this one, D-Mac. Nobody ever talks about the search firms that these universities hire to find coaches that are managed magically by some of the athletic directors' friends. It's really weird how all that stuff works, too.
How do we set something that up? That's pretty good. I mean, but, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm going, okay, because here's the thing, right? What do they always say? Rules are meant to be broken, or people are going to push the lines. In college sports, that's done to the nth degree. What do we joke about? Oh, well, I mean, this is just what the SEC's been doing for numerous years. They just put it on everybody else. What does Nick Saban come out and say? Listen, you better figure this out, because pretty much I'm going to crush all of you. It's unfair to begin with. Now you're making it even more unfair. But you bring up a great point. It's not about the dollar, whatever. It's about the power to say, you can't have this. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What gets me is, like, people are saying the sport's ruined. How? How does paying the players ruin the sport?
Wouldn't it give you... Here's the thing. Incentivize what's making your product better, or put them in, like, a good position to go out and do it, and then you're going to make more money.
And it's not like the top 4 schools didn't get all the 5-star recruits anyways, so what's the difference if they get paid to go there now? Like, they were going to go there anyways.
You know my thoughts on it, man.
It's,
you know my thoughts on it. J.D. Smith, I was told it is all about the control. Yeah, you were told that a couple seconds ago. Joseph Austin, it's like the power of a microphone, right? No, I think it's a little bit different than that. I think it's a little bit different with how that works. I don't like control things behind the scenes. Like, I read messages like yours that you just sent. I'll read the messages. I don't care.
We're going to put a limit on comments in the chat per episode. 10 comments per day.
No, man, yeah, absolutely. We will do that. No limits at MyBookie, though. That's right, MyBookie.com. The NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, baseball in the mix as well. You can go to MyBookie. You can bet on the Reds to win. They can throw a no-hitter, and you could still lose at MyBookie. That's the way it could work. If you're betting on the Reds, though, that's what you deserve, I guess, is what we could say. There's no better place to place your bets on your favorite teams than with MyBookie.com. Sign up for a new account. Use a promo code Woodward, and they will match part of your first deposit up to 50% in free bets. That's right, do it. Promo code Woodward. It's MyBookie.com. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere. Have a gambling problem? Call the helpline. 1-800-270-7117.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty. We got Spencer Raxter. We got Fish here in the building as well. Sam Flana will be back on Wednesday. Grom at 0237. Can't wait till local high schools start paying players. That's in the works. That's it, and that's in the works. Every single state's. It's going to keep going down like that. And why shouldn't they? Be real. Like, why shouldn't they? If a company finds that there's value, however they find that value, whatever, man. That is the way that it should go. Steve Brown, can we remove the title student from student athlete and just call it what it is? Steve, I've always, and look, I work for a university. I've always thought that too.
I work for a university.
No, but I've always been aligned with your way of thinking. Like, yeah, they're student athletes. I mean, but they're
the
they're
hardest
athletes.
part is the inconsistency that students can get paid to do other. You know what I mean? There's no consistency because you have athlete behind your name. Then your education is supposed to be paid for. Well, what if don't scholarships get offered to the engineering classes and yet they're put into jobs and they get to make money or have different benefits on the side or to maintain a job or to do stuff like this? I mean, it's 2022. It's a little ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you got, Fish?
Have this conversation.
You know why people don't like NIL? It's pretty simple when you think about it.
Because it's spelled nil.
No.
Jim Nil.
Well, no. But it's because you're not. It's not consistently how you're getting paid. It's not like the NFL where everyone's getting paid. You get paid by companies, right? So you're not getting paid by the actual team.
Correct.
So I think that's why people don't like it because, well, one, they probably don't understand it. And two, you're not getting paid by the actual team. You're getting paid by companies. So you have to be like a show-out star, technically, for you to actually get notoriety. Like, you could be a great linebacker, but if a company doesn't see you and wants to promote you, you're not getting any money.
Every player on Michigan State's football roster is getting paid.
Yeah.
Every single one. I think they're the only college to have that.
Right, and because United Wholesale Mortgage valued that.
Yep.
It was a business transaction. That's what they valued, so they did it. And that's a good start.
It is a good start. There should definitely be a bottom line to, if Caleb Williams is getting offered $1 million to go play at Eastern, but then you've got a 4-star offensive lineman that's not getting any NIL money because he's an offensive lineman. But I understand what you're saying, Fish, but I think it's a little more in-depth than that. These guys that are getting paid millions of dollars were already going to get paid that to go to these colleges.
Anyway.
Now it's just legal.
Bingo.
Yeah, so.
And that's what it's all going to come back to. But I think we will. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the week. And Philippines On Demand said, I actually like all these guys. They're all cool, but D-Mac is my favorite. So there you go, D-Mac.
Hey.
It's my guy.
D-Mac's my favorite,
Gotta get to
too.
the Philippines.
People are concerned about you limiting comments, deleting you'd be like the Firefest Instagram. Just start deleting comments right away.
Anybody that doesn't agree with me, they're getting blocked. They're getting banned.
Until there's nobody left.
I saw a couple. I saw Dabber. I saw some other people saying it was a joke. It was a joke. I'm not going to limit your comments. Comment whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, about whatever you want, too.
Can I say people are sensitive? Is that like a blasphemous thing for me to say? Because I feel like when you say that people are sensitive, you get
when did that
ripped.
start? I didn't realize. When did people become sensitive, Fish? Recently?
Not too long ago. Probably 4 or 5 years ago.
I know what it is. It's all the Maple Leaf fans in the chat having a bad day. You're going to have a couple bad months.
Yes, you will. AC says, Neal, what's your thoughts on greedy parents? About the same thoughts I have on Little League parents or Rec League parents.
Are the worst.
About the same. They're awful. They're generally awful. Not a fan. Don't understand people yelling at officials and greedy parents and all that stuff. I'll never understand it.
Okay, but Neal, can we admit that parents yelling at umpires in high school baseball are the funniest thing ever, or referees in general?
Very funny.
Like parents getting upset at umps and refs.
You know what? I enjoy that.
Strike my Timmy.
You know what?
Baseball.
Here's
he would
what's
never
funny.
do that.
I enjoy that the way that I enjoy those pictures of the Maple Leaf fans at Maple Leaf Square or whatever it was called, where they were out there to all get their hearts broken together en masse.
We'll put that up again.
I love the NCAA tournament. Looks a lot like that, right? Like these pictures on our YouTube channel right now. The NCAA tournament. Maybe this makes me sick. I don't know. I'll go to you guys and ask. D-Mac, I love the crowd shots when somebody gets beat at the buzzer.
Those are the best. Those are pretty good.
I know it's sick. I know it is. I know it is, but I love it. Yeah.
The surrender cobra? Is that what the surrender cobra is what they call it?
I do. I love it. The same way I love the parents in a twisted way. I love the parents that yell at the umpire. I feel bad for the umpires because they don't deserve that.
God, yeah.
They're there making $25 to do the game.
Yeah.
Like nobody, I don't know what but again, it goes back to the people on the airplane that I always talk about, all those kind of people.
Oh, yeah, there's those people too.
Like for some reason, a switch just flips in people and they act stupid.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it, though, that they let somebody else's actions have that much control over their life. That was a very Neal way of response, wasn't it?
That was good.
9 Drink says, shouldn't it still be limited per school, though? I do think that they should get paid, but controlled. Then it's not a free market.
Right. So here's the thing with some of what they try to do. And do you not find this more so than the NCAA, who they won't think things all the way through? They'll throw it out there and then try to reel it in and make the rules as they go along or tighten up whatever it is. Like, if this is supposed to be free market, right, then you can't limit it. If it's supposed to be limited free market, then you can put a cap on it or figure it out. It's a lot of time. Isn't that happen? They throw things out and go, oh, we're going to go this way. And then it's like, okay, where's the boundaries to this rule? What boundaries? Yeah. There isn't any. And then all of a sudden, you hear for the past couple of weeks, are they going to do something? You have to do something to talk it out. And then they go, oh, yeah, now the rule's this. Wait, what? That's what they do. They just go, okay, they're mad. From now on, you can't do this. Well, you've already opened you've already cracked the can. How are you going to put the water back in the bottle?
The away fan says, my power rankings, number 1, D-Mac, number 2, Sam Flannel, number 3, Spencer, number 4, that guy who hosts with D-Mac.
Yeah.
I made the list, baby.
Yeah, top 5.
Number 4 in the nation.
Top 5, baby.
I'm not even on the list, and I'm happy.
Number 4 in the nation. Just like Iowa when they're 9-0.
Yeah.
I'm number 4, baby.
I thought you were going to just like my ring collection.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not on the list, and I'm happy.
There you go. What do you got, Fish?
So the whole NIL thing, it makes sense. They're allowed to get paid. I forgot what I was going to say.
I'll say something.
I wanted to try to keep it on.
Can I please get a drop of that one? By the way, we need that
I'll
one.
grab that. But Rake said when you guys were talking about surrender cobras, Rake said this cues Spencer's point to bring in the guy from the Trouble with the Snap game. And I was at that game. I was sitting in the Michigan student section where they returned the game-winning touchdown. We got tickets from my cousin who went to Michigan, and you would have loved that atmosphere.
You
must have loved it. I was outside.
Oh, it was insane. You could taste.
I was in the parking lot, dude. You could hear it was unbelievable.
They were lining up to storm the field. There were lines in the stairwells, and then just pure disappointment. Me and my friend Mike were walking behind this guy. He takes his jersey off, throws it in the dirt when he's leaving the stadium. His dad goes to pick it up. He's like, no, you leave that there. I'm not wearing that ever again. That was an environment. That was wild.
What's up, Fish?
So NCAA sports over the past couple years has been worried because of colleges and teams basically trying to leave. Is that safe to say leave NCAA or leave the branch of NCAA? That's why they're trying to cap. They're trying to take control because they can sense they're losing control. That's why they had to pay players, because they felt like, we're going to lose them if we don't put NIL. So they just had to crack into peer pressure.
Robert Closia says, Neal, fun fact, leagues put in lots of outside marketing restrictions in player contracts so not to conflict with existing league exclusivity deals. It'll be the same in college, so not free market. But Robert, here's the deal, and you know this, you live in this world. They have labor agreements, and that's the difference.
And unions.
Yeah.
Yes. So, those are things that will have to be negotiated.
Yeah, just speak on that. Like, for example.
See, and here's the wraparound.
And with our players associations and different things like that, there's no college players association, right? Like
that's it. That's the difference. And when the NCAA punted on all this stuff, here's why I think that they just threw their hands up in the air and said, let the states handle it, because that was a better business move. Now you have to employ legal teams. Think of the massive investment that would have been for the NCAA.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money, a lot of research.
Especially for all the schools under NCAA, there's 300?
And why would the chairman of the NCAA spend money on that when he could just give himself a salary raise?
No, or you can get the due diligence by each and every state, so figure out that way, and then it comes in front of him, and then they go, oh no, that's not good. Let's do it this way. That's what they do, so they get their hands clean, right?
Yeah.
It's always.
Well, I think they didn't want to put in the investment.
That's what I'm saying, but keeping themselves clean out of there and going, why would I dip into the kitty that can go into my account.
Yeah. Tristan Klein says, I think there's some flaws, but I think one of the good things are a lot of the smaller schools are now getting some prominent 4-stars and lower-ranked 5-star players that would probably not choose the smaller programs otherwise. And that is something, being a mid-major athletics, we're seeing that even at Oakland. You get guys where it wasn't the right fit with whatever, Power 5 program they were in. They come to Oakland, they're a feature part of the offense. Next thing you know, they're borderline NBA draft prospects / future professional players / NBA pros.
Transfer portal, baby.
1,000,000%.
So Councilman also says, right, but the college will have a shoe deal and jersey deal which will pre-exist any kids deal, right? So even if that's true, then that's on the university to negotiate with Nike or whatever and say, hey,
right,
unless you give us more money to do whatever, because we're going to go after this kid or that kid, right? So it's still the free market to get the best talent. You would think that if they have a shoe deal or a jersey deal or whatever, there's enticement there. Isn't there? Like there's always sort of ways around it.
It's all got to be figured out.
It's all got to be figured out.
No, not figured out. Negotiated.
That's what it is.
It's all got to be negotiated, man. Something that deserves no negotiation whatsoever. Planet Fitness, the GOAT Gym. All right? I'm telling you guys that. I was just there a couple hours ago. Long cardio day today on the treadmill. But there were TVs everywhere. That was going on. Had the headphones going. Tons of treadmills. You're never, ever, 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 ever going to have to wait for a treadmill at Planet Fitness. Right now, $0 down, $10 a month. You get your Planet Fitness membership. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. You can join in club. You're going to pass 2 of them on the way home. Pull on in the parking lot and join there. Or you can join online at planetfitness.com. Over 2,000 Planet Fitnesses around the world, all accessible to you with your Planet Fitness Black Card. That's an option also. It's Planet Fitness, D-Mac.
Where your fitness is essential.
6 dark corners, a driveway and a patio, 5 windows that could become doors. Every house has unique security challenges. Guardian Alarm has more tech, more team, and more ways to help keep them all safe. Get a professionally designed and installed security and smart home system from Guardian Alarm. Sign up today and get a free video device. Guardian Alarm. Smart, right from the start. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
The weekend, the weather was so nice, I was able to keep in tune with everything while I was outside with oddstrader.com. It's got live scoring, player updates, and also the best place to compare odds at all the different sports books. So make sure you download oddstrader.com today from the App Store. And for doing so, I'm going to give you a free winner today. Let's roll with the New York Yankees minus a 1.5 against the Baltimore Orioles, who the Tigers just swept on out of town. The Severino's won the last 5 starts against the Orioles, so I don't see any reason why that shouldn't continue. Oddstrader.com, Woodward bets. Check it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alta Equipment Company. Yes, you know it. I was just like, look at all those big. If you like to play with the Tonka toys when you were a kid, now you're an adult. So our friends at Alta Equipment know that when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. So that's why Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction. So with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan, there is nothing your project can throw at you that Alta can't handle. Got another phone number. Give them a call. 844. Go to Alta today. That's 844. Go to Alta today. Alta Equipment, where uptime matters.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty. We got Spencer Raxter. We got Fish here in the building as well. Real quick on our YouTube chat thread. Doughboy Steve Jack Harrington at the same time. Planet Fitness is mid. That's incorrect, everybody. That is definitely incorrect.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, no, I'll go to bat for them. I pay for my own membership. Like, it's not even an ad. I pay for my own membership, man. I'm a big believer in Planet Fitness. I am. Joined a couple of different gyms.
I like the massage chair.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? I don't understand that. They're like, Planet Fitness is mid. In comparison to what? Like, what gym are you talking about? You know, like, you tell me about Lifetime Fitness where it's $60 a month to be a member? Like, because they got a rock climbing wall? Cool, bro. Cool story, bro. But anyway, we're back at it here. Live in
2,000 across the country that you can go to, and you're down in Florida and you go to people.
Yeah, there was one like a mile from where I stay, man, in Coconut Creek. It was a little tougher to get a tricep rope. I will say that down in South Florida.
Nice.
There are more treadmills available than tricep ropes and curl bars. I'm just saying. There seems to be a different philosophy for whatever reason down there.
Could be the beaches.
Could be joining us here live in studio from the bottom line. He is Tom Mazaway. Maz in the building. Maz, I love having you on, man. We've been friends for a very long time. I enjoy it. I did have to take umbrage with your tweet over the weekend.
I heard you.
Yeah. Okay. So you heard me.
I did.
I know you're having a good time watching the NHL playoffs.
Oh, my God. I'm having so much fun. I texted Mac last night at 1 in the morning. I'm like, he's got to be up. It's Calgary. I mean.
Did he respond?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He did not. I think he was chilling out in his shack or something. But I'm having a great time.
I got your text through. He was whining about, I just want to go to bed. That's what I get in all the late ones. Could this game please get over?
Oh, it was so good. Jake Ottinger for the Stars last night. One of the all-time great goalie appearances of all time, man. Of all time. It was awesome. But the Flames, Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, just too much for him.
As I was telling everybody, what do you so I said it was probably the 5th grade A chance that Gaudreau had.
7th.
7th. So it was the 7th. Because seriously, if you go back and watch the highlights, Ottinger highlight reel on Gaudreau throughout the game. So to me, what I want people to look at, and if you didn't know a little subtlety, did you know a little subtlety Daryl Sutter did before the game?
What did he do?
Put an A on Johnny Gaudreau's sweater for the first game of the season, right? Because that's where the guy goes through. Now I'm telling you, I noticed that and I saw that. And the irony is, Brian Boucher was doing the game. Now I played with Boucher in Calgary. Great job. One of my great goalie, great. We ended their careers, but always have great hockey talks. And he's a great hockey mind.
Bob Wischusen did the play-by-play. He was outstanding.
Well,
Spencer, this is some hockey elite stuff going on right now. I'm a big hockey guy, and I'm drowning over it.
Different level of hockey talk.
The whole thing with Daryl Sutter, and you know what? Because we were in the same position 15 years ago when I went to Calgary. We were up. We had Game 7 at home against Anaheim, who we lost to, and eventually went on to win. And it was this things that I've seen, and Daryl Sutter's won cups with LA since then. Yeah. But the fact that Johnny Gaudreau is the best guy on the ice, he's been one of the best guys in the playoffs. Calgary as a team, Dallas hung in there, resilient, did everything.
I don't think Calgary's deep enough, man.
What's that?
I don't think they're deep enough.
I don't. It's gonna be. You know what? I thought you were bringing me flowers because I got everything that I wanted. I got the Battle of Alberta
and the Battle of Florida. He called both. I rooted for Toronto. He said it's going to be the Lightning.
How could you fall for that, Maz?
I just want them to win.
Why?
Because I feel sorry for them.
Thank you, Maz.
That's a great way.
Why?
Let me cheer because I feel sorry for your team.
You know what else I like? I watch CBC's version.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, I respect that.
Because
Chris Cuthbert.
It's fun to watch. Don't you want to see these people, these fans?
No.
Come on, man.
Maz.
I love it, Maz.
Maz, you know Neal. He's no fun.
They're the worst. They're the most pompous. They're worse than New York fans. At least, they're worse than New York fans because the New York fans... Toronto fans are worse than New York fans because at least when New York fans understand that they stink or whatever, they can come to reality and you can have a conversation just like we can give you props for your Yankees
we have our own cheer.
and
it's
your
called the
different
Bronx
things.
Cheer.
Don't give it that. Toronto's too pompous and they think if they wouldn't act like they've won something in the past 50 years, then we would cheer for them. But they act so pompous like they've won... Listen, no, because they're a bunch of idiots. For the most part, because they don't deserve to win, because they don't have a respect.
Shanny, your buddy, your brother.
That's one guy that's trying to make it right. I'm talking about the fan base that they walk around so arrogant. They're worse than the Dallas Cowboys fan base, who are the same thing, haven't won crap. And I got to hear how they're America's team and Canada's team. That's great. I already told you at the beginning, but no.
At least the Cowboys won in the 90s. These poor bastards haven't won since 67.
So quit cheering for them.
They're the Toronto Lions.
They don't deserve it. Maybe if they got nicer fans or had more compassion, because here's the thing.
Beautiful
Toronto
uniform.
fan base won't cheer for your team.
They have a good uniform.
Idiots. No, I hate that about you.
By the way, Lane Lambert.
Hate that about you.
Islanders head coach, former buddy of Stevie Yzerman. Barry Trotz.
Okay, when you first...
the hell happened?
Barry
Peter
Trotz
DeBoer got fired too.
Yeah,
Trotz is going to Vegas. Lambert's there. You got either the dark horse is Mike Vellucci. The Penguins are out, but you got
That's
Gromberg.
Perry's brother.
You got Gromberg bringing over Sweden. Now, how many times do I'm just going to sit here. Can I get a... Hey, Justin, I need a DMAC, like, flipping everybody off, I told you so sort of flash thing or something like this. Just so I can play it to Maz.
By the way,
don't feel bad for anybody but Toronto Maple Leaf fans. Got it?
I feel sorry for myself right now.
You should. But we
By the
always
way,
feel
what I
sorry
noticed?
for you,
The
Maz.
goalie for Calgary is wearing your number.
I know he is, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you sign
approved
off
it.
on that?
I did.
Did you?
I did
Okay.
because how do you think you have to change it up a little bit? I told Daryl, I said maybe you put the goalie in net. Put the 2-5 a little bit of zen.
Matt, I think you want to be behind one of these benches.
I do not.
I do. I think you do.
I think I don't.
You got it, man.
There's a lot of talk for some reason about Curtis Joseph in our YouTube chat thread right now. And here's a hot take I have. I thought Curtis Joseph got the rawest deal of any Red Wings goaltender ever. Played well in the playoffs. Check the stats.
You did?
Yeah, no, I have no problem with
He just
Cujo
wore it.
being here and whatever. Like,
you know the rules here. If you don't win the cup, you're a bum.
No, I get it. But it wasn't because of him.
Absolutely. When did that start?
Oh, but you like Toronto, though. Yeah, I'm rooting for Toronto.
That started once a few of us showed up on the scene.
This was so mad. This whole thing was so mad where he's like, you know the rules here. If you don't win a cup, you're a bum. I was really rooting for Toronto. I want to see them win. I like Toronto.
Hey, I can root, man. I feel, but you know what? There was a part of me that was like, wow, look how gallant the Lightning are. I mean, 2-time champs. Everyone counted them out. They don't have
What
home
did they
ice.
do?
They
They showed you exactly why
they got the heart of a champion.
Right? Because they're going down, and I think that they're going to lose to Florida because they're falling apart. Point going down is going to hurt them. But you see that it's like 99 us against LA. Your top guys, your Hedmans, your Vasquez, as great as they are, there's so much wear on the tires, and the wear on the tires is every intense game. Right?
Yeah.
The intensity of the games that they're playing, it's just going to come to an end where it's just sort of the straw that broke the camel's back, and I think that's the Florida Panthers.
I got a quickie for you, Neal.
Okay.
Hats off. I didn't get a really chance to watch Connor McDavid over the last couple of years. Heavy duty. What he did on Saturday night was unbelievable.
Connor McDirty.
He's unbelievable.
McJesus.
He's
He
not
is
only is he,
unreal.
if he's not the MVP, I think I quote tweeted one of the writers from The Athletics, and they were talking about how it's really going to be a tight race for the MVP. That's laughable to me.
Well, Matthews
That's
was great.
Laughable.
He was great.
He is. He's fine.
He was great. Now listen,
He's fine.
When is the vote?
You're going to
Before the
be
playoffs?
disappointed, Neil, because Austin Matthews will win the MVP
Is it
this year.
before
Then
the playoffs?
that's
the vote?
laughable.
Or is it
That's
after?
laughable.
But because of the kids, it's when you're that great. Like what did you see on McDavid? And this is why the Edmonton. It's the same thing as when you go back to Gretzky. Had to get through the Islanders. Had to lose to learn how to win. What you saw is that super talent Will himself. If you haven't seen his goal to make it 2-0,
Oh my God.
which could be one of the greatest individual efforts I've
He
ever
just said,
seen.
I'm scoring.
Because he
That's
splits
it.
the guys
Against
and then goes
three
around
guys.
the net.
Yeah.
3 guys are on him.
Matt,
keeps
I'm
the
glad.
puck.
But see, that's why I respect you, though. Like, once you do some investigation, you'll wake up. You'll wake up to it.
I can't wait for the Oilers and Flames.
What you respect about Maz is that he will shoot out an opinion without no knowledge about it, and then when you get on him, he'll go back and look and go, "Oh, I guess I should have." said
Speaking
about
of that, let's go to Fish. Fish, what do you have?
The voting is done at the end of the regular season. They will announce the winner after the playoffs.
Yeah.
So the voting is done.
If Connor McDavid's
I'm
not the
telling
NHL
you-
MVP, then the award's a joke.
It's Matthews because it's be voted before the season.
That's stupid.
That's the way it's
60
going to be.
goals, Toronto's
Then you didn't watch both players play. There's
But
no
listen,
other explanation.
They're going to give it to Toronto, not Edmonton. Edmonton is, you
You
might
know
as
what
well
it might
forget
go. You know
Cool
what it might
story,
go.
man.
Yeah.
This is the
Cool
way it
story.
might go. They're gonna split them. One of them's
That's
gonna win the
even worse.
players. One of them's gonna win the players.
That's even worse.
The Ted Lindsay,
Yeah.
and one of them's gonna win the Hart.
That's
There you
stupid.
go.
Man,
But
what do you guys got?
that you should. The one that matters is the one voted by the players.
I agree with that. Maz, what do you guys got on the bottom line today, 2-4?
Hey, we got Lions all the way, baby. We got rookie camp just went by. We heard from Brad Holmes. We heard from Dan Campbell. It's we're pushing for Aiden Hutchinson. Maybe get that defensive rookie of the year already. So defensive player rookie of the year. We're all over that. Tigers are back on the ball.
Oh, that's right.
NBA. Did you hear the NBA talk today about Chris Paul? I mean, come on, man. Holy crow.
What?
I forgot who it was. Went on ESPN.
Patrick Beverley.
Beverley.
Yeah.
He annihilated Chris Paul on national TV.
He dug into him.
I mean, annihilated.
No,
he called him a cone.
Who did?
Patrick Beverley.
Patrick Beverley called Chris Paul a cone. He did. You got it. It's unbelievable. And I know Braylon's going to be all over this.
Absolutely. All right, 2-4. Bottom line. Maz will be there. Ryan Romani, Braylon. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for letting
Absolutely.
me get my hockey going.
That's for my
absolutely.
flowers.
Yeah. The weather
Congrats,
is
man.
warm, finally. So you know what that means. I can tap into some Gypsy vodka because it's summertime. No better way to enjoy Michigan summer day or night than with Gypsy vodka. Gluten-free, corn distilled 6 times. They have a cool bottle. All those things are nice. But the bottom line is this, and I've been saying it for a long time. You pour it in a glass with some ice, some club soda, squeeze some lime in there, boom. You are rolling all summer long with Gypsy vodka. Spencer has been acquainted with it.
Oh, yeah.
He knows about it. You guys have sent messages on social media. You know about it. If you haven't tried it yet, go to the store. Ask for it by name. Say, where is the Gypsy vodka? I want to support a Michigan-made product, made proudly in Petoskey. It's Gypsy vodka. As always, drink responsibly.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more. From large luxury homes to starter homes, we will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. We brought back some of the classic breakfast items like the strawberry French toast, hot cakes, and waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try our new strawberry bacon chicken wrap, crispy chicken wrap, nacho wrap, or strawberry salad. The perfect recipe for springtime. And don't forget to grab dessert, including our berry delicious strawberry pie for only $1.99 with the purchase of $7.99 or more at participating Big Boy locations.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck. You know it. You've heard about it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. You can go down there, host your team party, corporate building event, or just have a good time with your family and friends. There are 2 different ways you can play. There's $12 open unlimited play. You can stay there all day, open to close, have a good time. Or $120 lane reservation for up to 10 people. You know about their $2 mystery beer vending machine. You pop in $2, pops out a good beer, no hassle, no fuss needed, just great beer. Know what you want to make a decision. They have multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So come on down to Hamtramck, check them out in person, or visit them at FullingWarehouse.com. Again, that is FullingWarehouse.com.
Coming down the stretch, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter, Fish in the place of Sam Flannel. Happy to have you all with us. Big thanks to Maz for tapping in. We weren't going to talk hockey that extra segment, but Maz wanted to. And if Maz asks something, we do it. That's the way that it works. It seems to be a divide in the YouTube channel chat right now. So I do want to do the impromptu poll. I do want to get to the best logos, though. Just real quickly.
Yeah.
Do you guys like hockey talk? Yes or no?
I mean, I do, but I like any sport.
I'm not asking you, unless you... Well, I guess I am, because you can vote. So you can vote if you want to. Do you guys like the hockey talk? Easy question. I say I always like your guys' input as far as programming the show. So, Spencer, lay it out there. Do you guys like talking hockey?
I'd rather talk wrestling.
Yes or no?
But if you want to talk hockey, I mean, we're a better place to talk it.
So there it is. Do you guys like hockey talk? Yes or no? So that's it. It's up in the YouTube chat poll right now. AC, rock the vote, man. What do you got, Fish?
Speaking of hockey, if hockey is so-called, not Mickey's word dead, but it's losing its...
Mid, as they say.
Mid?
Yeah, I think mid is a fair term.
So what can we do to fix hockey? Because they brought it
Get
to
rid of the commissioner.
Okay, because they brought it to ESPN now. It's on ESPN and TNT and TBS. Is that a start? Is that doing anything? What is there? Is there need to be a tweak in terms of the rules of hockey to get more people to watch?
It's an improvement, but they need the proper people talking about the game, growing the game behind the scenes, or to make you listen to it. We've talked about it enough. When you can't listen to the broadcast because you're worried about other things, then it's not. It's got to be something where it's more inclusive. I think that how being on TBS, TNT, ESPN, it can only help grow, but you have to grow in the right way. So, I mean, the games. I mean, I'm the first one to say, regular season, what? Set yourself up. That's Batman. Okay, great and stuff. This time of year is where it's at. I don't miss a game. Turn it on. Some you'll turn off as they're going on, but must see TV. And maybe because I know what's at stake and what these guys are vying for.
I was just about to say what Patrick Blake said. I think what they did with bringing in Biz Nasty and putting him on there, putting him on TNT. He's funny. He's really funny. He's a character. People like to watch that, listen to that. And then they bring in Gretzky too, and obviously you got the great one in there, and that's awesome. But I was texting my friend Dante last night, and I said, one night they'll have Biz sitting in that chair, and the next night they got Gretzky sitting in the same chair. It's like, talk about the two extremes of NHL talent. Like, you got Biz Nasty and
but
Gretzky.
It works when you got Biz next to Gretz, and you got Talk down here busting his stuff because that's the way it is. And then Ansa Carter really comes in as a smart hockey guy being that. I think that they're trying to get that TNT vibe, but no, I love Biz and the way that if you watch. See, because Talk and Coach, like these guys are, and Gretz is part of, they're all boys. So it's like you and I being there is that he'll say something, like Talk's favorite line to Biz is, leave some oxygen for the rest of us. Yeah. And it's like a lot of the same thing, but he'll look at him and it's, how many times you see it? Where Biz will go, what'd I say wrong? Yeah. He's like, no, dude, you're right on it. But that's the locker room on I guess on the glass or whatever like that, on pins and needles and stuff like that. You get to see it, and it's more. Yeah, they're trying to make it more like Charles and Shaq and Kenny and whatever, but it just takes time. This is their first season, so I think
you said it well, and you picked this up very early on, and this stuck with me. And it's weird because I'm the broadcast guy, right? You're the hockey guy, I'm the broadcast guy, and I didn't really think too much of it till you brought it to my attention. For as fired up as I was that they were doing the NHL Center Ice package on ESPN Plus, essentially, the national games, they just didn't package them well. And you know what I mean when I say they didn't package them well. They didn't make it feel like it was important. They didn't, and that goes a long way. And you pegged that right at the beginning.
Whereas
it was mid. It was mid.
The way that they're doing it in the playoffs and the way the lineup is great.
Yeah.
As Maz said, who was doing it, who's in between the glass, how everybody could be a part of it in the proper role.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's the presentation to something that people, you have a sport that is the greatest sport live, yet not many people know how to watch it on TV, so you have to make it as easy as possible, which means your navigation of the product has to be kindergarten-esque or more enjoyable. You have to bring the entertainment value into it, and when it's not entertaining or you can't even listen to it, how am I going to teach somebody?
Yeah, I mean, the national games on ESPN Plus were very mid.
No, they were less than mid.
They did a good
Mexican
job.
dirt weed.
What?
Sticks and stems back in the day. Brick garbage.
My friend said
they weren't mids, they were bricks.
Keith Yamfel is retiring this year, and they're saying that like he's going to go get hired by them, and he's going to be the Barkley to Biz's Shaq.
Say that again?
Keith Yamfel's retiring this year. He's going to go broadcast with them and be the Barkley to Biz's Shaq. But I think Barkley and Shaq had those are all-timers. Yeah. So they have that dynamic to where if they're
I don't think
poop talking
but they're superstars.
Yes.
That's where it's different.
Yes.
Shaq and Barkley are superstars.
Superstars. All world guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, worldwide sensations, not just in the hockey world or
like
whatever,
fish.
but it can grow.
Like fish.
Like Fish.
What do you got, Fish?
So you guys enjoy how TNT's doing their broadcasts? Because I feel like every sport that goes to TNT tries to recreate inside the NBA on TNT because it does so well. We saw soccer did it.
Mm-hmm.
That failed miserably.
But
So-
how are you going to put Steve Nash up there to talk about soccer?
That's very
Come
true.
on, man.
That's true.
Like, it's not a. Here's the deal, guys. It's very simple. Follow the money.
But they
and
tried
it
to
takes
do-
money to get Shaq and Charles Barkley up there. So if you want to recreate that, guess what you have to do?
Pay the people.
Pay the
talent.
people, the stars.
But they try to do the same thing where like they throw up the tweets and all that, like related to the.
Yeah, that I don't
whatever
mind.
it is.
I think that's good. I think that. And look, me, even as a broadcast person, when Inside the NBA puts a tweets up there where they talk funny stuff to
they're
those
really
guys, it's very
But I'm
entertaining
saying
to me.
the soccer, when they did that, it failed miserably.
Yeah.
Because either they picked bad tweets or they didn't know how to react to the tweet.
Right, because they have Steve Nash in a soccer studio. With all due respect
Not
to
only
Steve
that, but
Nash.
they had him and Stu Holding in like a box. They have him in like the tactical room.
Cool. Aaron Tackett says, Does Gypsy go well with Syntron?
Goes well if anything you
how
want
could
to
it not?
use it, yeah.
I'm asking for you guys. This is not rhetorical, but doesn't Gypsy go well with everything?
I would think so. I mean, given Vaca's track record.
I mean, Gypsy and chocolate milk, moo moo.
If you want to try it, yeah.
Hey, that's a Woodward Heavyweights exclusive right there.
Yeah.
You don't like it, but you do it.
I'd do it.
I know you would.
Detroit Dabber, soccer now has Men in Blazers, though, which is a great show.
I love Men in Blazers.
Yeah, Men in Blazers are funny. They are. It is. It's a great bit. I'll tell you about the Sports Marketing Agency. Helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse disorder. Their new podcast called This is the F Word helps spread awareness of fentanyl and other addictions. Want to check it out? Go to thesportsma.com. Again, that's thesportsma.com. Check out their podcast. This is the F Word. If you're struggling or know somebody who is, go to thesportsma.com. The Sports Marketing Agency is here to help.
Summer in the D is just around the corner, and Woodward Sports is ready for all the heat. Go Tigers! From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
We all know Cade should have been Rookie of the Year, but you know the saying, Detroit versus everybody.
Uh-oh, Cunningham all by himself.
Woodward Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for oddstrader.com, the #1 site for all your game day bets. Start your handicapping journey at oddstrader.com. Follow play-by-play updates, live scores, and bet tracking. Download OddsTrader from the App Store today for the best price on every game and sign-up offers from multiple sportsbook. Visit oddstrader.com. Just to interject for a second there, that's where it's worth it. Get the best prices on these games before you bet them. Don't give any of your money away. Player statistics, key game stats, they're all available right there. It's a control room for all your sports betting. Use BetTracker to keep records of all your games and all your betting activity at oddstrader.com. Final segment of the show, Neal Ruhl, D-Mac, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter. We have Fish here in the building as well. You guys are cute. Scott Lewis, Gypsy Vodka pairs well with cream of wheat. We have another one in here. Gypsy in milk. No, that's not going to be the play. Gypsy Vodka and Pepto. I could see that working, believe it or not.
I've done that before. Not Gypsy, it wasn't around. I like it. Gypsy helps with Jack Harrington. Gypsy helps with watching the Tigers. Is that true?
I don't imagine. It won't hurt the experience. Let's just say that. It won't hurt it. So I guess.
Gypsy and Pedialyte.
Yeah, I guess it would. Last segment of the show, we want to try something new here. And we'll do this from time to time. Ask D-Mac. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, fire away a question. Anything you've ever wanted to ask D-Mac. Doesn't have to be about hockey. Can be about anything. Fire away right now.
I'll start off with Harley. He asked me, do I like what the WWE is doing with Edge? And I absolutely do. He's on, if you know Edge is the wrestler, and Adam Copeland, fellow Canadian, was out for 7 years, has been back. Now he's putting together the Black Ministry faction, whatever else, with Damian Priest, and he just added Rhea Ripley. So I like what it's doing. It's dark. It sort of gets back to the Brood days, but big fan of Edge.
Yeah, Edge is solid. What's he, 52?
Yeah, he's my age. That's why we can do it.
He's still holding it down.
It is weird, though. It is weird, though, that because Alter Bridge, Miles Kennedy, did his theme music, and he's still using them to do horror.
D-Mac, this comes from Patty Grimes. Who was the best golfer on the Red Wings when you guys would play in Traverse City?
I think the best golfer that I played, the three best golfers that I played with back in my day, Ray Whitney, Joey Kosher, and Brett Hull.
Jack Carrington, D-Mac, why is Adam Baydoun such a jerk?
You know what? It's deep-rooted issues. I think it has something with his hair not moving and the way it's stuck on his head and all that facial hair. Got to make him angry, especially coming into the summer. It gets warmer.
Some weed questions here from CJ Schneider. What's your favorite strain, D-Mac?
Pre-98 Bubba Kush. I created the Black Eye. Darren McCarty's Black Eye strain, which is face-off OG by Fruity Pebbles, by Purple Punch 2.0, because pre-98 Bubba and Death Star are my favorites, and this is like a homage to that. So,
Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold all day. And that's the bottom line.
Avs or Blues in the second round?
Gotta like Avs. I mean, I got them at 9-1 beginning of the season to win the cup, so they're clicking.
Nice.
But the Blues, I mean, they're tough, well coached. Comes down to goaltending.
Yes, I'm asking this one. I don't care. Cody Nevers, D-Mac, did you ever hook up with Karen Newman?
Nope, not good friends, but no.
I've never been shook like this before. I'm sorry, man.
I never did.
He never did.
And I prefer indica or a hybrid, no sativa.
Okay. Mark Speed wants to know, someone who kicked your butt in a fight in hockey that surprised you.
I was never surprised getting your butt. I thought they were always bigger. Right? So it was more that you got. I'll tell you this. I got a fight with Shane Sherla in Dallas my first year, and I think he hit me 4 times before I realized I was in a fight. Like, you're fighting men. So you're happy to get out of there surviving.
Elijah wants to know, what made you pick Detroit as your home?
Because I grew up across the border, bro. This is home. This is the house I grew up in. Was 10 minutes away. Plus, stuff was cheaper and more things to do over here. So I never went home.
NFL Draft Junkie, boxers, briefs, or commando?
Boxers.
That's pretty much the norm now, right? Like, real?
I like the hold. Yeah.
TMI.
I like the hold.
TMI. We got a free baller.
I like this segment. This is fun.
He's free.
Jack
Free
Harrington,
ballin'.
D-Mac, Florida or Tampa in the second round?
Florida. I got Florida. I think that it's one of these things that Tampa just runs out of gas, and you see it as guys start falling off. I think they run into injuries.
Okay, there it is. I think that was a pretty good segment. What'd you think, D-Mac? Your return.
Let's go.
You guys enjoy that? I did.
That was great.
The Karen Newman thing got me shook.
Yeah, that hit you.
It did. No, I appreciate everybody, though, tapping into the show. As always, good work out of D-Mac, good work out of Spencer. And Fish as well, and all of you guys out there. Thanks for all the likes, all the viewers, everything like that. You all are the best. You want to do it again tomorrow?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll
I'll
be
see
here.
everybody in Lawton, Michigan tonight, 7 p.m. Let's have some laughs.
There you go. All right, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.
Deuces.
Go watch football. Have a good day, everyone.